thank you for the sub. Thank you, Zbeck, for letting me know my mic was muted. Usually I mute myself via the XLR, but sometimes that doesn't work, so I actually muted myself in the audio mixer. But yeah, thank you for letting me know, and thank you for the sub, Sage. You're the best. I will look into it to see how, to see if I can correct it or something like that. But yeah, today I'm going to be playing on the hardcore realm for a bit. We just got the Voidwalker yesterday, so that's actually pretty good. Should make questing a lot easier. And we may jump on the PvP realm again afterwards. I don't know, I think I need a bit of a break from my priest. I may play my hunter, who I've been playing off stream. I might play him on stream for a little bit. That video will make your blood boil in full screen. Careful watching it on hardcore. Yeah. Maybe not the best idea, but I will. Is the chat box too big? Because you know, chat's usually pretty active, so I kind of extended it to make it a little bigger. Alright, cheers. Although, for some reason it's not utilizing the whole space. I thought it would use all the space. I will turn my music down. Okay, let me just get back out here and I'll see about that video. Oh, there we go. It does utilize the whole space. Okay, I'm not going to change the size of it now. It actually works. Over the past several months, Nightman and his community have received relentless harassment from an extremely toxic group of individuals within the World of Warcraft community. In this video, Nightman shares his story of what he has dealt with throughout the whole ordeal and then goes deep undercover behind enemy lines to expose the most toxic guild in World of Warcraft and how they operate. If you care at all about the WoW community and the events that occurred within this video, please share. Huh. Is this for official service? Yeah, official, you might be inclined to join my crusade against them and buy a sub after watching what they do in this video. We shall see. Alright. Find this video. Where is it? A
lot of you guys are probably wondering.
52 minutes. Alright, let's see.
A lot of you guys are probably wondering where I've been, because I haven't been streaming a whole lot lately. Well, the truth is, I've been dealing with a severe, crazy online harassment / bullying campaign against me that has, for lack of better words, made me want to disappear completely from the face of the earth. Because of this, I had to take some time off to go undercover, to infiltrate the most toxic guild in World of Warcraft, and show you all exactly.
Okay, for anyone that tunes into this later on, this creator is Nightman over on YouTube, and the video is I went undercover to expose the most toxic guild in World of Warcraft. I will link the video in chat for anybody interested. So I'm just going to have this in the background. Please let me know if the video is too loud, and I will turn it down.
The types of people that we're dealing with. But before we get into all that, I need to give you guys a little bit of history to show you how I got myself in this mess to begin with. So let's start from the jump. So it all started here in the Night Slayer PvP Discord server, specifically in an especially toxic channel they have here called PvP Salt. The Night Slayer Discord is supposed to be a gathering place for players of the Night Slayer PvP server in order to find groups, raids, etc. But it's unfortunately become a place to spread hatred. The Night Slayer Discord is owned and ran by this guy, Poppy Putin, who...
Is it too loud? Is it not loud enough? What about it? Is it okay? All right, cheers.
Was also the guild master of the most toxic guild in World of Warcraft, the Red Empire. Make note of that, because that's really important information that we're going to be going back to real soon. A few months back, I was in that PvP Salt channel talking literally about double rogue arenas with somebody and how much fun the comp is, when all of a sudden this guy, Coach, otherwise known as Hundo, starts spam replying to all my messages in there saying stuff like, Nightman is racist. Now, I'm not a fucking racist. I've never said a racist thing in my life. I've never said even something remotely sus on stream. They have nothing. It was said purely just to rage bait me. And as someone who's a leader of a guild master, someone who's trying to make it as a streamer, someone who also is the owner of a big Discord server, I put a lot of effort and time into keeping racists and homophobes out of my community. So I'm not gonna lie, the rage bait got me. It triggered me, and I talked a little shit back to him. I'm not gonna lie, I did. One of the arguments I made back to the guy was, if you're gonna call me a racist, then I might as well just call you a chimo, because that's the same logic you're using on me, just pulling up rumors out of thin air. Poppy Putin, who is this guy's guild master and also his close friend, didn't like that I said that to him, so he banned me from the Discord, and I've been banned ever since that day. Whenever you ban someone from a Discord server, it gives you the option to delete all the past messages of the person you're banning for the past 24 hours or however long you choose. So when he banned me, he deleted all my messages from this conversation that I'm talking about, and that's why I have no screenshots to show you of the conversation in which I'm referring to, except for this one where he somehow found an IRL picture of my girlfriend from when I took her out on a date to the arcade, in which he then AI changed to show her in a bikini and then posted it in the PvP Salt channel in a 30,000 plus member server Discord full of degenerates. Someone who I know may have had some choice words to say with that person after that picture was posted, but you tell me what you would have done. Me, obviously super pissed off from having my girlfriend posted it.
That's that's fucked up. That is, like, that's see, this is why AI is absolute dog shit and why I'm so vocal against it.
In the Discord server, and then being banned by the Discord owner. Went into my own Discord server and went into the guild announcements channel, and I made a post saying that basically if any guild member in Most Wanted is seen collaborating with the Red Empire, it'll be an immediate G-kick. We no longer associate with them. Poppy Putin saw this, and this is where all hell broke loose. The dude fucking lost it. Almost immediately after I made that post, Poppy Putin then made his own post in his own Discord server with a link to my Discord server instructing all of his members or goons to spam my server. All of a sudden, dozens of people started flooding my server, spamming racial slurs in every channel. They then screenshotted the slurs that they posted in my server and used it as their evidence, saying I'm racist because this is the type of stuff that I let happen in my server. After an entire night of getting my Discord spammed with racial slurs, we finally banned about 36 people, and the spamming stopped momentarily. But that wasn't enough for them. They started spamming my social media, every single account I have on every platform. I tried to ban them all, but it's still happening for months. I think they just keep making new accounts. They then took the harassment into the game. They began to spam whisper my guild members with claims that I am racist, among other things. This didn't happen once, this didn't happen twice, this went on for weeks and is still going on till this day. Myself and my officers still get constant reports about receiving these messages from them. They took it to general and trade chat, all the way down to shouting it as an entire guild 40-man group from the rooftops repeatedly in Orgrimmar.
What? The sheer dedication to fucking with this guy.
They literally created a guild called Nightman is a Racist and started spam inviting anybody they could find. At one point, they had like 50 people online. Poppy Putin was very adamant about reminding his guild members to keep up with the harassment. These screenshots were shared with me of him constantly reminding his guild members to harass us both in-game and in Discord. Before I created Most Wanted, I was in another guild called the Crossroads Caravan Co. The GM of that guild's name was Sledgehammer, and now he's actually an officer in the Red Empire. So I reached out to...
You know, I'm actually going to pop this video up in my stream so people can watch it alongside. Let me just go back to this field. I'm going to get this rare spawn, and then I'm going to continue the video. I was hoping to get the shade before it got near the other mobs. I don't think we're gonna be that lucky though, unfortunately. Actually, I think we might just be able to do it. See, it's difficult because they blend in. They blend in with the surroundings. Because they're sort of like transparent, or translucent rather. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait for the shade to come back over here. Okay, let me just get this video up on stream. There we go. That's should be okay. So I'm just gonna wait for this rare spawn. Hard
to him early on,
watching a video
basically pleading,
hardcore is rough.
asking him to see if he can get through to them to stop with the harassment. They took a screenshot of our conversation, posted it in their Discord, and then laughed about it. I literally cannot shake this Poppy Putin dude. He is everywhere I go. I can't even talk in a Twitch streamer's chat anymore because he's gonna be there just lurking, waiting to spread false rumors about me. Anybody who streams on the server, he's in their chat just waiting. I can't even hang out with streamers while they're live anymore because Poppy Putin will send people to try and gain access to their comms to harass me in their streams. Like what happened when I raided Naxxramas recently with No Hit Jerome.
Okay. Hey, Nightman, why you dodging, doxing, fucking?
I'm talking over top.
They did that in front of like 350 people, by the way. And let me pause just to note, this is the owner of the whole server Discord. This is supposed to be an outstanding member of the community. How can we all just stand by and watch as someone like this stands at the helm of the community that represents all of us? And that leads me to the next shit show. Remember this part where I said he owns the entire Nightslayer Discord server? Well, I wasn't giving this asshole the reaction that he wanted. All of my guild officers advised me not to do anything, so I just ignored it. I didn't say anything. I told my guildmates to report them and to just ignore them. So Poppy wasn't satisfied yet. This dude goes to the Nightslayer Discord and he makes a massive hate thread about me, making all sorts of crazy claims, all of which I will be addressing at the end of this video. And then he pings the entire fucking server, all 30,000 of them. And this is where it gets real cringy. They started using AI to change my logo and put me in a clan suit. They started hunting down anyone in my guild that also streams and then started posting their links in the thread.
I'm sorry, I'm a little too much of an internet edgelord not to find that a tiny bit funny. I mean, it's unfortunate, obviously, but like, it's just the making his logo like him in a clan, like a KKK outfit is fucking It's rough, but it's a little humorous, unfortunately.
And use that thread to flood their stream with people to harass them. They use endless slurs all over the place in the thread. Anyone that came to my defense in that thread, Poppy Putin pretty quickly banned, and eventually he told everyone in the server that was in my guild they had 24 hours to leave, otherwise they would also be kicked from the server. And the unfortunate thing is, it was working. There were people that were leaving my guild because they were tired of being harassed. It was going on for days at that point. They were over it. So how come I haven't said anything about this? It's because they have my fucking address. How do I know that? Well, let me tell you. On November 10th of 2025, I paid a fellow guild member in Most Wanted named Care Camp $300 to help me develop an add-on for the Most Wanted guild. Unknowing to me, when you PayPal someone, it shares your entire address down to the apartment number. I didn't realize this till months later. Not long after that, Care Camp got into a petty argument with my girlfriend, who is also the vice GM of our guild, over some bullshit, and he ended up quitting the guild over it. Turns out he hated us the entire time. Because lo and behold, the second there's some PvE drama in Most Wanted and people crash out and leave the guild, guess who buddies up with that person to give them my address? Care Camp. Yeah, that's right. There was some PvE drama in Most Wanted. A group of people got together and said, fuck Nightman, and left the guild together. As soon as Care Camp found out about that, he became all buddy-buddy with them. Next thing I know, a whole bunch of people have my address. How can I confirm that? Because this person told me so. This is Cutnex. Cutnex is also an ex-Most Wanted member. Cutnex told me verbatim that he was there when Care Camp was actively doxing me. To be fair, Cutnex seemed to have my back despite leaving Most Wanted, so I appreciate him coming to me with this information. The person who continued spreading my address after Care Camp was Expanse. I know this because I was contacted by my literal arch nemesis from Classic, who used to stream snipe me every day, Ugg, to share with me that Expanse had came to him thinking that he would want my address. This dude had pictures from my mother's Facebook of my girlfriend, of me at Christmas, of my sister's wedding. Dude, what the fuck? You know what? Shout out to Ugg. You're a real one after all. Ugg strong.
Bro. How is... Like, that is... I'm like at a loss for words here. Like, that is a level of pettiness and spite. I just... Like, that's got to be a criminal offense, right? Surely. Do people actually take video games this seriously? Like, I don't get it, man.
So what does all of
Yeah, doxing address is 100% a criminal offense.
that have to do with the Red Empire? They were approached with my information as well. I know this because Poppy Putin himself posted about this in the Night Slayer PvP Discord. He unfortunately deleted the comment before I could get a screenshot of it, but what I do have is screenshots of the person who approached him with my information confessing to it when my girlfriend called her out in a Twitch chat. This chick flat out admits to all of it. Oh yeah, and that chick fatherless? You guessed it, another ex-Most Wanted member. Fortunately, nothing ever happened with people knowing our address, and since then, me and my girlfriend moved to a different area. But it was scary, man. My girlfriend doesn't even want to take her dog out at night anymore. This is real shit, man. This isn't a joke, and it's all over a video game. So why should you believe me? I've given you...
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, this is horrible because this is literally over its video game drama. Like, I dislike Blizzard plenty, but like not to the point where like this is a thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people shouldn't be so invested in a game that they're ruining other people's lives over it. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Gonna make it a little bigger there. Like what Puppy Putin is doing is basically, oh, I hate you, so I use everything in my disposal to ruin your life. Yeah, it's pathetic. I don't get it, man. I don't understand like the impetus behind that. Like, it's super unfortunate. Like, I don't even have the words. Like, this shouldn't be a thing.
You a lot of information, but it seems so have they. At this point, from the outside looking in, it seems like a whole lot of he said, she said. That's why I infiltrated their guild, to show you guys firsthand that everything I'm saying about these people and their character is true. So how did I infiltrate them? That part was easy. First, I needed a new character. The Red Empire loves to world PvP, so of course I chose the best world PvP class, a mage. I even leveled engineering to 300 to make myself more appealing for them. Next, I chose the most brain-dead PvP spec I could find, Palm Pyro. This ensured that I could blow up noobs with ease without any practice whatsoever. After dialing in my UI and getting some gear, I was ready to go. The mage was ready to go, but I still needed a way in. I didn't yet have a plan. Soon enough, the perfect plan revealed itself. Poppy Putin announced a huge server-wide PvP event in the Night Slayer Discord set for July 5th, the invasion of Orgrimmar. And there it was, my golden opportunity to get in. When the invasion comes on the 5th, I will be there, lurking.
The night of the 5th came swiftly, and as promised, I headed to Orgrimmar, prepared to infiltrate their organization. I received intel that invites for their guild event had begun to go out. It's now time for action. I whispered them saying I was interested in the guild event, and not long after, I was in the raid group. But this raid group was for the public. I needed to go deeper. Next, I had to infiltrate their communications. Using an aged Discord account in which I had sourced and prepped beforehand, I was able to gain access to their comms via the link they posted for the raid. And there he was, right in front of me.
How many do we have spots do we have in raid?
Poppy
How many in
Putin.
raid 3?
The rest of this video is going to be pretty shocking, and I want to note that it may be triggering for some. So please proceed with caution. The version of this video that you're watching has likely been censored, so if you'd like to see the uncensored version for further proof.
G'day Dom, what's going on? Zebek is linking this like insane WoW guild drama. It's actually insane. It's actually pretty interesting, and this guy's exposing it.
Please check the description of this video. It wasn't long after that when Poppy Putin's hate speech had begun.
This is going to be the largest realm event that this server has had. I saw this in a prophecy that we were going to beam all of these transsexual liberal alliance player, and if we have any rat from big PvP, we are a better guild than you. We are absolutely going to beam the fuck out of you. You are not going to kill a single fucking person in these 7 fucking raids. The Jajas will unleash blizzards down upon your children for thousands of years.
What the hell did I just walk into? Wow, what a great speech from the owner and leader of the Night Slayer Discord to get us pumped up for the
Largest realm event that this server has had.
real nice. Of course, it wasn't long until the racial slurs came out, hard R's and all.
He's just spamming ad breaks now. Don't give him revenue.
Yeah, fuck that stream.
Damn. Hard R and all. Holy crap. How are you gonna invite the entire server to a PvP event and then drop hard R's before it even starts?
But hold on a sec, let me point out one thing. I am being accused of being a racist by someone who uses the hard R proudly in front of the entire server.
Can you see now how fucking ridiculous this shit is? And people are believing it. There will always be a small amount of people who believe that shit without proof.
But that's the entire reason why these people do this shit. This is the dark side of the internet.
The people that see it in my comments, the people that see it in Facebook groups, the people that see it in Twitch streams, the people that see it shouted from the roofs of Orgrimmar, they don't know that this guy's a proud racist. But you know who they will think is a racist? Me.
It wasn't long after Poppy said the hard R himself that he instructed everyone in every raid to start shouting that Nightman is a racist in Orgrimmar once again.
Let's get a / yell Nightman is racist. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Damn, that's insane.
How petty.
That shit hurts, man. You know, I attach my identity to this whole content creation thing, and then to have someone just tear it down right in front of you because they don't like you, it fucking hurts. But you know what would make me feel better? Some gold.
You are not going to believe this shit. So the Alliance were taking forever to get to Orgrimmar. At this point, we didn't even know if they were going to show up. So in order to keep people in the raid groups and to stop them from just leaving, Poppy Putin would periodically roll off different amounts of gold for people to win.
Didn't have every raid roll for 200 gold.
I rolled a 97. I rolled a 97. They said they're gonna have every raid roll, and then the winner gets 200 gold. And I rolled high as fuck. Imagine I take their gold.
Everyone who won, you can trade me at the palm tree right there.
I'm gonna go trade him.
Iliad, Peanut,
Finally, a moment of levity.
It's me.
Flash.
Let's go. 200 gold. Let's fucking go. Fuck you, Poppy. Let's go. I got it. Oh my god. Let's go. Yup, that's right, Poppy Putin. I took your gold. And guess where it went? Right into the most wanted guild bank.
Much appreciated. Deposit. 200 gold. We're not 200 gold richer. Thank you, Red Empire. Much appreciated.
Get wrecked. Honestly, I'm really happy I could inject some comedy into this, because otherwise it's been a really depressing video. But that being said, it didn't stay positive for long, because shortly after this happened, the event took a serious turn for the worse. You see, this event wasn't going as planned for the Red Empire. We waited about an hour and a half and the Alliance were nowhere to be found. They didn't show up. The event was a flop. I'm not exactly sure why the Alliance didn't show up to this event. I've been told by the leaders over on the Alliance side that the Red Empire just shouted a date and time at them and expected everybody to comply. I don't have anything to confirm that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because the Red Empire and Poppy Putin were pissed, and they needed someone to blame. Of course, you weren't going to find the Red Empire admitting their own failure for their flopped event. They needed someone to pin it on, which led them to their next target. This guy, a small streamer named I Eat Orc. This guy, I Eat Orc, is a brand new streamer. He's the guild master of an up-and-coming guild on Nightslayer called Final Strike, and he currently has 209.
Poppy Putin told them to show up Alliance raids on up to Horde leaders. Yeah, I know.
93 followers on Twitch. I Eat Orc was streaming live during the time of this event over on the Alliance side, which was supposed to be the group that was coming to fight the Red Empire. So when they didn't show up, they chose to pin the entire thing on him. What the Red Empire did next is going to look pretty familiar for you guys by now. It was around this time the Red Empire found I Eat Orc's stream and started using it to gain information on the Alliance to see whether they were coming or not.
This fucking follow I Eat Orc guy is so fucking literally has in his stream title, "The Invasion of Orgrimmar starting soon." He changed his stream title now. What a fucking unreal.
Change the stream title!
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way!
Just Stormwind Defense. Stormwind Defense. Actual fucking.
And there it was. They had their next
I don't get it, man. Like, don't they have anything better to do?
target. I Eat Orc was not a key player in this event. He was just a streamer who was streaming the other side. He has 294 followers. He's a GM of a small guild. You think he's gonna rock up with enough people to counter a 300-man defense that Poppy Putin had organized? Hell no. But just like what had happened to me, they saw a target and they went for it.
I Eat Orc thinks he's slick, but he doesn't realize he's actually like literally killed his fucking guild in one night.
Yeah.
Like killed his fucking guild.
Hey, he griefed his own fucking guild trying to grief us. Like, what are you doing, you fucking
When I heard Poppy Putin say that I Eat Orc had killed his guild in one night, I knew exactly what he meant. I knew exactly what they were about to do to him. The same exact things they had done to me. The Red Empire took to the Nightslayer Discord and began harassing I Eat Orc in the same way they'd done to me. They threatened his guild and his stream, called for everyone to report him and me, even though I had nothing to do with this, and ultimately used this community Discord server to terrorize someone once again. But of course, it didn't stop there. I Eat Orc ended up leaving the Nightslayer Discord, and since the Red Empire could no longer harass him there, they did exactly what they did to me. They sent their lackeys to his Discord. Using the Nightslayer PvP Discord server, they shared IEDork's personal Discord server link in order to flood it with people to harass him. Poppy Putin himself took part in this, pinging everyone in his server, and a bunch of other Red Empire people joined in too. It looks like IEDork had to ban a bunch of people from his Discord server and eventually turned off invites altogether. I want to remind you that this is not just guild v guild drama. This is the owner of the server Discord using that server Discord to target small streamers and send people after them. The Nightslayer Discord is not a safe place for the community. I don't know exactly what they posted within his Discord server, but as someone who's had them do this exact same thing done to me, I can bet you it was a bunch of racial slurs. Want to know why I think that? Because of this comment right here. Ah, gee. Looks familiar, doesn't it? That's because that's the same exact shit they did to me. That's the exact same way that they started the Nightman is racist rumor, and now in front of our very eyes, we're watching them do it to someone else. This is what they do. This is how they harass people. This is how they go after content creators, and it works. I know what it's like to go through this, and it sucks.
So, here's the thing. How are Blizzard not doing anything about this? Like, at what point do you have to get to before Blizzard will do something about it? Like, does Zyru or Asmongold need to, or Sodapoppin or one of the big streamers, like, does someone of that level have to actually bring this up on a stream for Blizzard to take action? Or is it going to be the fact that there are so many players in these guilds that Blizzard would not want to lose the subs, so they're just gonna wash their hands clean of it? Because that's the worst case scenario, and I think that's the most likely scenario. Is my buddy and has lost money from sponsors from them doing shit to them. Someone will watch this video on stream to expose them entirely. Well, I don't have a massive stream. Well, okay, I think because it's so targeted, it's not sort of like, you know, PvP ganking or anything like that. Something that just comes with the, like, within the you know, within the framework of the game itself. This is like happening outside of the game as well. So surely Blizzard actually do something about this. Like, I don't see a world in which they don't.
All you can do is just hope they leave you alone. But I tried that and it didn't work. So here we are. All that literally stemmed from the first event on the first day of me infiltrating them, by the way. I wasn't even in the guild yet, which leads me to the next phase of my mission. Even though I already had enough evidence to probably wrap up this entire case, I came here to infiltrate their guild, and that still needed to be done. So I sat and waited for the perfect moment to come, and just as I had planned, it finally did.
If anybody needs a PvP guild, please whisper anybody in the Red Empire if you would like to join.
Yeah, I could think of someone.
Nah, Blizzard will deal with this for sure. Right now, nothing, because bot responses in tickets. Once Zyru, Savix, Asmongold, Sodapoppin, Esfand get hold of this video, it's over for them. That's assuming that they do. I'm actually really thankful that I'm watching it on stream right now. Like, with what audience that I have, with what community that I have. Look, I'm no fucking saint. I'll be the first to admit I'm no saint. Like, I am not a saint at all. Like, this guy, you know, seems like Nightman seems like a really good dude, and I'm fucking, you know, I am not a saint at all. Like, I've been an internet edgelord my entire life, but I've never been malicious with anything. And I think, like, over the years that I've been streaming World of Warcraft, I like to think that, you know, for the most part, it's been positive. Like, do I probably, you know, actually, I'm not even going to say that. I think it's like one of those things where, like, in terms of like how we react to things, like when I was getting stream sniped the other day, I just logged off and went onto a different character. So it's like, I think that's a good way of handling things. But what I can do here is like play this, and I'm like gladly playing it, because this is an important thing. You know, I despise Blizzard for a lot of reasons, but if this guy can make content like this, exposing something as negative and as atrocious as an entire guild of, you know, let's just say 30,000 people. You know, something needs to be done about that. Like, we can petition Blizzard to actually do something here.
That was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie. But just like that, I was in. However, little did I know that what I would find behind the red curtain would be the most shocking discovery I've found yet.
Also, I'm almost got like a level worth of rested XP here. I'm just waiting.
When I set out to infiltrate the Red Empire, I knew I was going to find some pretty gnarly stuff. But to be honest, nothing could have prepared me for just how deep this stuff goes. Because there was another layer to the Red Empire that I needed to crack, their Discord. And this one was much harder. You see, even though Poppy Putin was the owner of the Nightslayer Discord for the entire Nightslayer server, he also has his own personal Discord for his guild, the Red Empire, as well. Now that I was in their guild, I needed to blend in because my mission was not done yet. So I did my best to seem like a normal guild member. I offered to help with heroics. I did my dailies any chance I could, just so I wasn't AFK in chat. I needed to seem normal because their Discord was under tight wraps. They weren't just gonna let anyone in, which you'll soon see was for pretty obvious reasons. When you join the Red Empire's Discord, you don't just automatically have access to the entire thing. You literally have to fill out a whole form, and then they have to review it and accept you in order for you to gain access. And in order to gain access, I was gonna have to gain their trust first.
No Hit Jerome is just a fun-loving WoW streamer. Keep that in mind. He does races, raids across all versions, and death runs from Elwyn to Eastern Plaguelands. Yeah, just pretty, like, you know, harmless stuff.
So after a few days of being the Red Empire's favorite Blood Elf baddie, I decided it was time to infiltrate their Discord. So I filled out the application as best as I could, and after about a day of waiting, I was in. That's right, I was behind the red curtain. The first channel I went to after gaining access was this one, their guild announcements. And what I would find next was truly shocking, because their guild announcements aren't just guild announcements. They're lists of every guild in which they've attacked. So I'm just going through these announcements in the Red Empire Discord, and they are truly unhinged. I just wanted to read a few of these for you guys. Our short war with Golden Boys, must be another guild, is over. It ended in total absolute victory for the Empire. They ceased to exist. Let's see what else we got here. Oh wow, this is the message that I sent in my Discord server when I was initially pissed off at Poppy Putin for banning me from the Nightslayer Discord. Look, that was the day he sent everyone into my Discord server. Look at this one. Holy crap. Every guild that has crossed us either ceased to exist, dodges, or it slithers into the shadows. This is not propaganda, these are facts. Look, they just list a bunch of other guilds that they've harassed. This is him, the man who disbanded Golden Boys, the Guard, Game Over, Delete, and many other guilds whose names I don't even recall, Breaker of Coalition, and the bane of all streamers. He just flat out is proud of it, dude. We are the guild killers. We are the Discord bombers. The boogeymen of Classic. Yeah. We are the content killers, the guild destroyers, the rightful owners of Nightslayer. We are supreme. Every guild crumbles to us. The Guard, dead. Golden Boys, defeated. ISR, farmed. Big PvP, forced to hide in cities and play on private servers. Final Strike, Aid Orcs Guild, globaled. Most Wanted, essentially disbanded.
That's not true. In fact, Most Wanted has had more people online than the Red Empire lately.
War, violence, beams, slurs. It took every ounce of strength within my body not to die from cringe while reading those announcements.
But if I learned anything from reading the Red Empire's announcements,
Send them to the private servers. Yeah, I'd rather be on the private servers, honestly.
it's that their harassment towards me or Most Wanted, my guild, is not special at all. We're just one of dozens or who knows how many guilds that they've done this to. This is their entire thing. The Red Empire is a guild that prides themselves in destroying other guilds. Not through PvP. This is not fun in-game stuff. They do this through harassment,
through rumors, through lies and deception on social media, Discord. This has nothing to do with PvP. This is an organization that was solely created to spread hate and toxicity under the guise of a PvP guild in a game that's supposed to be about the community. How could something like this exist for so long? Actually, I know exactly how, and I'll tell you a lot more about that a little bit later. Because for now, there's still plenty to uncover in this Discord server. Oh wow, look at this. This is where this guy posted a YouTube video about me, literally saying all the stuff that they've said, how I'm a racist and all that, and then posted it to YouTube, and I had to get a copyright strike taken down. This is their reaction. Look at this. Claimants, Nightman LOLs, that's right, get wrecked. This video repeatedly uses my copyright logo. Well, it did. As I was scrolling through the Red Empire's Discord server, I noticed this term being repeatedly used. They call it N-bombing. So naturally being curious, I decided to do a little search on the word bomb to see what I would find. Bomb this Discord with your favorite slur, and then he tags the whole server. It's Big PvP's server. Wow. Another Discord server. Bomb this now. All in, full retard, at everyone. I don't know whose server it is because they turned off invites. This guy snitched on me for N-bombing him and then died 30 seconds later. Some Twitch streamer. I think I know what N-bombing is. Aw, man. No hit Jerome. What? 100 gold per Jerome grief / kill on stream. 100 gold if you bomb his Discord on stream. 500 gold if you wipe his raid on stream. Punish this freak. I want to see him unable to play the game. This is our current mission. Make me proud, comrades. Dude, Jerome doesn't deserve that. They're giving out gold for people who will grief him and say the N-word on his stream. What the fuck? Some random posted your bomb, LMAO, and he tags the guy who did it. This guy lusts. Nightman is a doxer? Wait.
Hey, Nightman, why you dodging, doxing, fuck?
Talk over.
This is the one that I was there for. This is the one that happened to me when I was raiding Naxxramas, and this is the guy who did it. Lusts. N-bomb incoming, letting everyone know to go watch it happen live. So this is something they do regularly, on a regular basis to streamers. They come into their stream and they yell the N-word. I don't even have words for this, man. And the fact that they're just doing it out here in the open is the craziest part to me. I talked to some of the streamers that this has happened to, and they told me that their VODs on Twitch were taken down for having the N-word in them because of this. And I'm wondering if that's one of the reasons they do this to begin with. Regardless, these streamers can't hang out in their own personal Discords with their community anymore. They now have to keep their Discord servers locked down and vet every member they get into comms with because they're afraid.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
That person's gonna just be someone from the Red Empire who's gonna scream the N-word while they're streaming live. You can't make this shit up, man. And if that's not enough proof for you, just wait till you see what I found next. I heard from people before I got into the Red Empire that their soundboard in Discord was
Jerome lost sponsors. They're fucking with his money now. That's a huge lawsuit. Yeah, this is like criminal,
atrocious, and I just had to see it for myself. This next part was really risky because I actually had to join a voice channel, and at any second one of them could have just joined in and started talking to me or asking me questions. So I waited until 3:35 a.m. and then I joined a voice channel. They literally have recordings of them doing their Discord bombs in their soundboard. They even have one titled Poppy, which by the voice and the title, I can only assume is Poppy Putin doing it himself.
Now, I totally get being edgy on the internet. Like, fair enough. It's, you know, it can be funny. But this is... This is like on a level completely separate from that.
What's crazy is literally as I was going through their soundboard at 3 in the morning, I was AFK in WoW on another window, and they're literally spamming my name and saying that I'm racist when I tab over. As I'm going through their Discord, listening to them scream the N-word. The irony. Even at 3 in the morning, these guys do not take a break. Luckily, I was able to get in and out of there before anyone had noticed me. From what I've seen, there's deeper layers to the Red Empire Discord that I could probably infiltrate if I stuck around longer, but at this point, I've seen all that I need to see.
However, just when I was about to put a bow on this entire case, Poppy Putin announces another guild event. And of course, I was curious. So come Tuesday at 7 p.m. server, I was online and waiting. But what I wasn't prepared for was Poppy Putin's post trying to hype everyone up.
To all my liars, thieves, and convicted felons, be online at 7 p.m. server and look at what he posted. The Red Empire, Horde Soviet Guild, built on lies, powered by theft. Loyalty is a tool. Deceit is a weapon. Crime is our creed.
If you'd ask Poppy Putin in the Red Empire, I'm sure they would tell you that this is just roleplay. But at what point is this roleplay when you're using deceit to completely ruin people's image with lies that you've made up out of thin air? This is not roleplay. This is something that they actually do. They take this stuff outside of game and they use deceit as a weapon in order to dismantle their enemy guilds. They actually have an entire term in which they've coined for this that they call, I shit you not, Discord PvP. Time and time again, you will see them use this term in regards to the harassment that they do to people outside of game in Discord. And normally with most toxic guilds, you would think this would be pretty easy to not engage with. However, Poppy Putin, the Red Empire's guildmaster, is the owner of the entire Night Slayer server Discord. So it's really not easy to avoid these guys. Historically, the server Discord was supposed to be a tool for the community, a resource for players either looking for a raid or trying to find a group to sell items and services. This is what the community Discord server is supposed to be for. However, since the Red Empire has taken ownership of the Night Slayer Discord, it has been used primarily for Discord PvP, to the point where they now have an entire section dedicated to it called the Hall of Shame. This is a section of the Discord server where they essentially shame members of the community for any wrongdoing that they may have done. And while a portion of the reasons they're shaming people are legit, like ninja looting, etc., a good amount of these shame posts are not legitimate. Poppy Putin knows that deceit is a weapon, so he uses the Hall of Shame category as a weapon against anyone who may go against him. This is where he made the post about me and then pinged all 32,000 members of the server. And I'm not the only one. They're making posts about a lot of people. I can't confirm which of their claims within the Hall of Shame posts are legit or not. I'll let you guys be the judge of it, but it's very evident that this is something in which he does. Anyone who stands against Poppy Putin or talks shit about him will get the most wanted treatment. This has happened to me, and this has happened to other people. Go see it for yourself. Seeing Poppy Putin's deceit is a weapon post in their Discord before the event made me realize how important it is to have to make this point that I just did. These guys know what they're doing. They acknowledge it, and they're gonna keep doing it. But we're supposed to be at this guild event, so let's get an invite.
Let's whisper sledgehammer.
All right, we're in. It was time to go.
What's crazy to me is that, like, how much effort the Red Empire here has put in to being malicious. Like, that's what's surprising to me, like the amount of the sheer dedication. It's like next level dedication.
Go undercover once again. And once again, I needed to infiltrate their communications. However, this time wasn't going to be as easy, because unlike last time when it was the entire server in voice comms with them, this time it's just me and the guild in close quarters. So I needed to be as inconspicuous as possible. I waited until the time was right, and then I infiltrated their Discord communications. Everyone had rolled out, and I was told we were headed to Netherstorm, so I took off and started to head there myself.
Surely Nightman wasn't streaming this at the time, because I doubt they wouldn't have somebody watching his streams to see what he was up to. So surely this is just like he's filming this like using his OBS or whatever software he uses, because I can't imagine that they would not. Yeah.
Myself. And what they ended up doing when I got there was pretty toxic. The event was literally just camping the graveyard at Tempest Keep.
Oh, those fucking dude.
For those that don't know, just to give you guys some context, This floating thing right here is the raid Tempest Keep. If you die in that raid, you spawn down here in the graveyard, but the thing is you spawn there alive. So if someone was to gank you at this graveyard, you wouldn't be able to get back up into your raid until that person stopped ganking you or you somehow escaped. That's all they did for 2 hours. But you could bet eventually it took a turn and became even more toxic. And I want to make this clear, I'm not against camping the Summoning Stone or the graveyard at Tempest Keep. I mean, it is a PvP server after all, but after 2 hours, it does get a little bit repetitive. However, I was instantly glad I came because I finally got to put a character name to the face of the guy who made up the entire Nightman is a racist rumor. Remember this part from the beginning? This guy, Coach, otherwise known as Hundo, when he joined the raid group, I finally got to put a character name to the name on Discord.
Let's get Hundo's Warlock to summon, please.
And look at how he asked for a summon in raid chat.
Lonzo, I don't want to hear it. You're in a racist guild, all right?
But even though the slurs were already flying, the event eventually took a turn to become even more toxic. How could camping a graveyard outside of a raid be even more toxic, you ask? Well, it all started when a person from their right...
Look at that clutch drop that I just got. It's only 1 intellect. It's only 1 intellect. It's a little offhand, but still, look how cool that is. And it's so insignificant because it's such a low level item. But like at these levels, this is everything. Plus 1 int, huge.
rival guild, Big PvP, showed up at the graveyard.
Big PvP. One come out.
Shout out
to all the healers.
Out of range, some fucking big PvP shitter warrior.
Is that the guy that's been... Dude, wait. Didn't we kill him like 2 hours ago here?
Oh, he's dead again.
Now, I want to preface all this by saying that this guy was nobody special within Big PvP. Big PvP has over 1,000 members across multiple expansions. This was just some random guy amongst their members. However, since he had that Big PvP guild tag, they decided to target him.
Where'd his body go?
I don't know, actually. Yeah, so he's over here in the rock. He's in the rock.
Here, wait. I want to CC him. CC him. Don't kill this guy. Full CC. Kidnap. Do not kill him.
See, instead of just ganking this guy once or twice and then letting him get back to his raid, Poppy Putin chose to do what he called kidnapping. This is where they'll use various forms of crowd control to make it so this guy infinitely loses control of his character. Their plan wasn't to kill him, it was to keep him stuck there indefinitely.
You're not dodging him. Why are people dodging him?
They CC'd this guy over and over and they would not let him leave.
Oh my god, and he's a tank?
Is he really their tank? No
I
shot.
think so, dude. Yeah, he has
Yes.
a shield and a sword.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We just kidnapped the raid's tank.
Or mind controlled him and then put a renew on him.
They could tell by his gear that this guy was a tank. Imagine doing a raid and your tank is held up outside because he's getting endlessly harassed by the Red Empire because of his guild tag.
Yeah, I saw him going to TK earlier.
He's trying to run away. He's trying so hard to run away.
No, he's got another 20-30 minutes.
I reviewed my whole recording and it was about 30 minutes that they did this for, which is definitely enough time for your raid group to drop you. And even when some of the raid members suggested to kill this guy in a funny way, Poppy Putin just insisted on keeping him stuck there.
Oh, dude, should we take our weapons off and just punch him to death? Just jump him?
Nah, don't kill him at all. Keep him like
Motherfucker's
this.
saying here for.
Yeah, he's saying just like this.
Kill the bowman on him. He's got a bowman on him.
Yeah, kill that bowman.
We just want to keep getting the polys off so we can keep getting his health back up.
Eventually, this dude just gave up and logged out.
He logged out. This motherfucker logged out.
He on it.
But even though this guy alt F4'd and literally logged out, Poppy Putin wasn't done harassing him yet.
Alright, we kill him now, right? Before he.
No. He's not in the game anymore.
Okay.
Don't kill him though. All right, like 5 people stay right there. He's gonna come back in. Everybody else, let's go back to the stone.
Even though this guy literally logged out of the game, Poppy Putin stationed 5 of us there to wait just in case he decided to come back. And since they could no longer harass this guy in game, Poppy Putin did what he does best: more Discord PvP.
Yo, isn't Out of Range in the Discord?
He's in the nice lady Discord, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody tag him.
So of course Poppy Putin and his cronies rushed to the PvP server Discord to harass this guy further and taunt him for being camped out of the game. But it wasn't long until he came back to try and see if he could make it to his raid.
Do we have 5 people waiting to see if he comes back in over there?
He's back.
Do it. I knew it. Don't kill him.
The second he came back, there...
Look at that. Leather shoulders that don't have a level requirement. And they look sick as well. It's such a shame that I can't use them.
They were right there waiting to keep him infinitely CC'd so he could never return to his raid.
I knew he was going to come back in on the same layer. Here, just keep holding him. Yeah, kill the Worm Chaser and bring him back further away. I'm going to Nova him right here. He's Nova'd. We get a mind control.
Eventually, this dude realized they weren't going to let him go, and he's probably been kicked out of his raid by now, so he just called it quits altogether.
He did it again? He held it for it again!
This is funny because their raid's probably waiting on this dude.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Imagine being like the main tank and like the whole raid's fucking waiting for you.
There he goes.
Yeah, you're the first that I've ever kidnapped.
For the rest of the event, I never saw that guy log back in. I don't know what happened to him, but if I can only guess, he was probably kicked out of his raid group and probably didn't finish Tempest Keep that night. This is more than just PvP. This is more than just camping someone. This was griefing his entire raid night. This is something that players look forward to all week and specifically carve out time in their schedules for. For all we know, that was just some dad on the one night a week he gets to play the game. But because he was in the wrong guild and at the wrong place at the wrong time, he got griefed by the Red Empire until he had to log out of the game twice. And if that isn't bad enough, the owner of the whole server Discord starts spam tagging him with his cronies to rub it in. If anything, this just showed me that it doesn't matter who you are or what you do. The Red Empire will target anyone that's convenient for them. From what I saw, they continued messing with him the next day in Discord, but he didn't give them much of a reaction, which was smart because if he did, it could have gotten much worse. Once the event was over, Poppy Putin made a guild announcement saying that he was proud of everyone in the guild and that they will keep pushing these guilds to the breaking point. So I've made a lot of claims about the Red Empire, and now it's time to finally address all their claims against me. In the Red Empire's campaign against me, they have said several things, all of which I'm going to address right now. The first, and in my opinion, most frustrating thing they've been saying about me is that I'm a racist. They've been saying this to basically anyone who could possibly come in contact with me, and they just say, DM me for proof, and then when you DM them, they never reply to you. The reason why this is so frustrating is because most people don't look that far into it. They just hear, oh, that guy's a racist? Damn, fuck that guy. And that's their stance that they take. I've seen it literally happen to people that I know. People who I weren't that close with, like acquaintances within the WoW community, have taken a stance against me because they think I'm a racist. And that sucks. That hurts. Because the truth is, I've never said a racist thing in my life. There's nothing sus I said on stream, there's no text, there's no proof, there's nothing. Me and my officers work really hard to make sure our community is inclusive. We've kicked people out of the guild for using slurs before. I literally found Red Empire members in their Discord talking about how they left my guild because they were told not to use slurs. At the end of the day, this was something that they said purely to rage bait me. They've even flat out admit this, and it worked. It got me. They saw that it made me upset, so they used that as their ammunition. How the fuck was I supposed to know they were going to be shouting it from the rooftops? Could I have handled being rage baited better? Sure, yeah, I can admit that. I definitely could have. Lesson learned there. I've only been a content creator for like 13 months. How was I supposed to know that people would take things this far? But since we're on the topic of racism, I just want to take a moment to say that their open and proud use of these slurs as if it's some kind of funny joke is the most cringe shit that I've ever seen in my entire life. What is this, fucking 1906? What are you, 13 years old in a freaking Call of Duty lobby? You guys are 40 and you need to get your shit together. This shit's disgusting. Racism is not a joke. The N-word is not a meme. Do better. The WoW community is supposed to be for everyone. You think Classic Plus is gonna thrive when someone joins the server Discord and the owner of the whole server calls them the N-word? Hell no. As long as people like this are running our community, Classic Plus is cooked. It doesn't matter how good the game is. If shit like this is able to fly within our community, the game cannot grow, period. All right, the next thing they've been saying in their campaign against me is that I've made IRL threats against them. I'm just gonna keep this part simple. Nothing I've said was a threat. It's really easy to take things out of context, but as someone who's had my address shared online and sent to anyone who may dislike me by people with foul intentions, I will defend myself and my family if anybody comes to my home. All right, the next thing they've been saying about me is that I'm a doxer, which I think is hilarious considering I'm the one who's personally been doxed. But they're saying it, so let's address it. But before we do that, Let's define doxing. Doxing is the act of publicly exposing someone's private or identifying information like their home address, phone number, or workplace without their consent. The reason the Red Empire is calling me a doxer is because of these screenshots right here. These are screenshots of what was supposed to be a private conversation in a private chat that got leaked to the Red Empire, where I am clearly trying to find Poppy Putin's IRL name. In these screenshots, I literally say that I'm not gonna harm anyone, and that once I have the name, I'm suing the brakes off of this dude. I am an up-and-coming content creator, and all of a sudden, people are spam whispering my community lies saying that I'm a racist. So I'm lost. I had no idea what to do. So I made an appointment to go sit down with a lawyer to see what my options were. That lawyer told me that if all I had was the name Poppy Putin from World of Warcraft, I wouldn't have a leg to stand on. I needed a real name to connect these things to. And at first, it was just about protecting my name and my image and my brand from these lies that they've made about me. But then it eventually turned to full-on harassment, where they follow me to every online platform I go. So yes, I did go looking for his name, not to harass him, not to send it to anyone, not to dox him, but to protect myself and my family in case anything were to happen to us. I didn't share any of his—
Well, it makes sense given like he was seeking to litigate.
information with anyone other than the proper authorities. So no, I am not a doxer. All right, the last claim they're making about me is that I was conspiring to mass report people. Yup, I did that. Didn't expect that, did ya? Well, let me tell you why. I have been trying to contact Blizzard about the harassment that I've been receiving from these people and other people for the better part of 2 years now. Myself and my community have submitted dozens of tickets to Blizzard about this. And every single time without fail, we get it.
Here you go. This is going to be the most damning piece of evidence because it supports the idea that Blizzard does not actively watch their game unless it's one of the big streamers.
AI response telling us to right-click their name in-game and click the report button. There's no one out there to hear what we have to say. We've tried right-clicking their name in-game. It does nothing. So we went online and tried to submit tickets. That doesn't work either. I literally went to LinkedIn and paid for a premium account just to message the WoW devs and see if they would hear me out, but I never got a reply. You can literally go look for yourself on the Blizzard website and try and submit a ticket, and there is literally no way to submit a ticket for harassment. What are you supposed to do when there's not even an option to
I mean, it's indicative. It's indicative of the broader problem with Blizzard right now. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate how many rare spawns I've killed this stream? Like 3. 3 rare spawns. And we get some pants out of it as well. Replacing 2 armor pants.
Submit a ticket for harassment on their website. This game has been completely abandoned by Blizzard. If you are being targeted or harassed, there is virtually nothing.
Dude, this is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I've been saying. This is exactly what I mean when I say that Blizzard have given up. They don't care about Classic, man. They don't care about the players at all. And people are paying $25 a month, what, 25 Australian, let's say, to play this version of the game where it is not actively supported.
You can do to contact Blizzard to get somebody to help you. They have completely replaced their reporting systems with AI, so it seems you can get away with virtually anything in this game as long as you don't say anything that the AI will specifically pick up on. And the Red Empire knows this. Their officers literally have to remind people in—
If you're in touch with this bloke, can you let him know that I'm not watching his stuff maliciously on my channel? I'm not a part of this. I'm an outsider. You know, I just want people to be able to play the game they want to play. Even though I'm a private server player, I want people to be able to play the version of WoW that they want to play freely without being fucking harassed for it.
Discord not to use slurs at people in game, otherwise they'll get banned, which is why they harass people elsewhere with slurs like Twitch and social media and Discord. But the harassment is still going on in game, and when you try to go to Blizzard to explain what's happening to you, there's no one there to hear you out. So after exhausting literally all of my options trying to contact Blizzard, I heard that there was a way to mass report people in game to get players banned. So I went looking for information on how to do that, and that got back to Poppy Putin and the Red Empire. So of course they added that to the list of things they shout about me. Do I think I should be the one who decides whether players get banned or not? Hell no. But when the game has been completely abandoned and there's no one there to help you out in cases like this, what else are you supposed to do? I'm not just gonna sit here while myself and my community gets harassed.
For what it's worth, after looking into how to mass report people, I found that it's not nearly as easy to do it as the community may think. And if you don't want to take my word for it, well, they're all still here, aren't they? I found that it doesn't work that way. You can't just mass report someone to get them banned. As far as I'm concerned, mass reporting people to get them banned is probably a myth, which is definitely for the best, because if it was real, people like Poppy Putin would for sure be using it to ban anybody they came across. So did I conspire to mass report people? Technically, yes, but did anyone ever get banned? Clearly not, considering my ass still gets harassed by the same people on a daily basis. So you can hate me for that if you want, but to be honest, after everything I've been through in this game recently, I really don't give a shit. I know that was a ton of information to unpack, so if you made it this far, I just want to personally thank you for hearing me out and listening to my story. These past few months have been a nightmare for me and my girlfriend to go through, and even though we still have a lot of good people in our corner, we felt pretty alone through this entire thing because I don't think the majority of the community understood exactly how bad this was, which leads me to a really important point that I want to make. This is not just a toxic guild problem. This is a community problem. If I learned one thing from this whole experience, it's that Blizzard is not coming to save us. Blizzard has abandoned this community. The only ones who can do anything to make this community a better place is us, the people that exist within it, that are there every single day. But people are pack animals and people want a sense of belonging. When an overwhelming majority within a community has a certain set of ideas, people may change the way they act or behave in order to align more with the majority of...
Does this server have OctoWoW's cash shop? Basically, yeah. It's not pay to win or anything like that. It's just silly little skins and race changes and whatnot.
People, so they have a sense of belonging within that community. When the majority are the people in charge and they're spreading ideas of hate, things can get really messy. This is how really terrible things have happened throughout human history, and I can't help but notice that this is a reoccurring theme that's happening within the WoW Classic community. The amount of people who I once thought were chill dudes who are now spamming slurs to fit in with the owners of the Night Slayer Discord server is appalling. And I don't know if this is just how they've always been, or if now that they think it's hip and cool and acceptable to say the N-word on Night Slayer, they're just doing it to fit in. But I want to remind the community that it's better to walk 1,000 miles alone than to walk together with racists and people that are spreading hate. And if you want a place to belong, there are communities out there that won't call you the N-word. But if we want our community, the classic WoW community, to be one that won't, then we need to stand up and do something about it. I see posts every single day on social media talking about how WoW is so toxic because of the gear checks and people will check logs and they kick you out of the groups, but how come I never see people talking about how racist and disgusting the community has become? This is something that we need to speak up about. And the reason why nobody has until me is because they don't want to be targeted by the Red Empire or banned from the Night Slayer Discord permanently. Classic Plus is supposed to be right around the corner, and I love the idea of Classic Plus being our new forever home for all the Classic Andes out there. But I'm at a point now, whenever I see a Classic Plus video on social media, I just sigh. Because I truly believe if the community doesn't change, then it doesn't matter how good the game is. No one's gonna stick around when they're met with this type of toxic community. And unless we start to speak up about it now, Classic Plus will just die out the second all these new players realize how toxic the leadership in our community is. My hope is that the community finally starts to step up and speak about this in an effort to change it before we get to Classic Plus. But I'll be honest, I don't have much faith. My platform is only so big. It would take a lot of effort from the community to get the word out. So if you cared about anything I had to say in this video today, please share it with somebody. And if you're a content creator or a streamer, feel free to react to this video. You can be as unbiased as you would like, because the community cannot change unless we use our voices and platforms to change it. So what's next for me? Well, I'm sure Poppy Putin and the Red Empire will double down on their harassment towards me and my community. I'm sure I'll be flamed once again in the Nightslayer Discord and other Discords, and probably in trade chat of Orgrimmar on Nightslayer. I'm sure my social media will be flooded with comments once again saying that I'm a racist, but that's nothing new for me and my community, so I was expecting that. Hopefully nothing happens to me and my family in real life. The authorities have all the names of the people involved in case anything does happen, but at the end of the day, someone had to speak up, and if no one was going to do it, then fuck it, I will.
Jeez. Thanks for sharing that, Z-Beck. I appreciate it. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Nah, you're all good, mate. Alright, we should be good now. Now, the mob density here is quite extreme, so we're going to have to be careful. I will have to put a point in. I'm looking forward to going to Silverpine. I really love Silverpine as a zone. I'm trying to work out if, like, Mord is over here. I don't think they are. Oh, shit. Okay, I reckon we might be able to target the rare spawn here without pulling any of these others. Okay. I'm gonna go in here and really try. Alright, this is sweet. We got really lucky. Oh, damn. Got that heal off. See you later, mate. Okay, we're really gonna have to have our wits about us. I doubt they'll get a heal off. Yeah, thought so. Gypsy sandals. I don't think there's any auction house here, is there? On hardcore. I'm pretty sure it's like inaccessible. Okay, I'm going to target the Oracle.
Still recharging.
Beat stick, 1 silver. I'll take that. I mean, hell, at least it takes longer to drown when you're undead, so you've got a bit more grace when you're going underwater. What's that, like 4 rare spawns now?
Still recharging.
Okay, 1 more Scarlet Warrior, and I think we're good. So now we're going to head back to Brill, hand in these quests, and I'm going to go to the inn and get some rested XP and grab my coffee. Oh, the Taylor is in here, so I can level up my fucking skills. I guess there's kind of some beauty to this because I can just vendor everything. Like everything just gets vended. No auction house, just vendoring. once I hit 40, I can level that. Or learn that, rather.
Quick about your rest. Dark Lady, watch
Sweet.
over you.
I know it's not a big deal, but it's always great when you learn a new pattern. I am gonna keep the, yeah, I'll sell that as well.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna keep those just because there may come a point where I need to use them. Sweet, there we go. I think it should be alright there. How do I hide this? That to sell. Oh mate, the alchemist. Yeah. We're getting more XP handing these quests in than I thought we would, honestly. Is that? Damn. We're powering through it. And then we've got to go down into the cellar where they're holding humans. He becomes a ghoul. Yeah. And then he just breaks apart. I always loved this quest. It's like one of the most vivid, like, Horde quest memories I have. think you'll learn staves from Orgrimmar, so I'm gonna have to go to Orgrimmar anyway if I want to use that stuff.
Speak quickly.
Alright, I'm gonna get rested XP here. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'll see you soon. Before I do that, I've got to get rid of this chat box and replace it with the other one. There we go, much better. Alright, I'm back. Cheers everyone, I got my iced coffee here. I had a hot coffee this morning and it was fucking delicious.
Yes.
Phase shift. When did we get sacrifice? 16.
Our time.
Health funnel, shadow bulb. And then I think we get drain life at level 14. I forgot how close I was to level 13. That's why when I checked my level before, I was like, ah, level 12? I thought in my head I was already level 13. Darko Yanaka, where is she? I don't think I've ever seen her. I've seen like a lot of these rare spawns. I don't think I've ever seen her around. Oh, lag spike, not ideal for fucking hardcore, let me tell you that right now. can't use any of these. Love it. Love that for us. At some point, I'm gonna have to keep these bags for my bank. I may just keep one handy, just for the hell of it.
That smell isn't ready yet.
Goodbye. I know the drop rate says for the Scarlet Insignia ring is 40%, but it feels less than that. I guess maybe it does feel like 40% because it's like less than half of the Scarlet warriors that you kill and whatnot. Welcome back, Z-Back. How'd your gym go? Starting the crusade again? Good. Yeah, I was just talking to Nightman over on his YouTube channel. Nah, I commented on his video. He's a cool guy. Oh, he may have commented on something on my video, I'm not entirely sure just yet. He was cool with me streaming the video as well. I just wanted to give him a heads up. Because I know some creators are weird about having their material displayed on other people's stream. But it was in good faith, of course. So yeah, I'm not surprised that he was cool with it. He seems like a really chill guy. I made myself some rice with like lentils, chickpeas, corn, chives, chili flakes. It's delicious, but it could use some lemon juice. I gotta say, the world chat over here is fucking awesome. It's not really malicious or anything like that. It's just like people having a good time. Okay, one more ring. And then we're probably...
Not ready yet.
Sweet. Now we just need Dark Blood.
That's still recharging.
What the hell? I thought that bloodhound was coming to me. I think there was like a rat over here that he was targeting. Three extra armor, not bad.
What would you ask of death?
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna sell all this crap. Keep that. Nice.
Embrace the shadow.
How's that going? What is the drop rate on these scales? 40%. It feels significantly less than that. I love it how I say that and a scale immediately drops. It's always the case.
I'm out of range.
I thought that was a respawn over here. No, it must have been Maud. The one I just got. Although, like, I can remember getting him when he was already down, like... was down by... Yeah, there. That's who I'm after.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Oh, shit. Get away, get away, get away. Well, there's way too many of them. We can't be this reckless on hardcore. Nice, belt upgrade. And we finish the quest while we're here. We've been pretty lucky with the respawns today. It's going to be interesting to see how Maggot Eye goes for us. Usually Maggot Eye is like on the more difficult side. I'm just glad I didn't pull Maggot Eye from the building. And like, we're almost done with this area. We're gonna go to Silverpine Forest soon, so it's been pretty productive. Okay, what do we have here? Scarlet Friar. Yeah, we're almost done with you. Which is great for us. I guess we'll just keep heading this way. Not even wasting my time with these little creatures, these grey little creatures.
What now? Watch your back. Remember, patience. Damn, we're almost level 14 already. I cannot wait to get Drain Life.
Screw it, let's go.
That's still recharging. I can't do that yet.
Alright, we should be okay in here. Oh, the heal. Horrible.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I thought there was something over here that you could loot. Might be thinking of a different quest, maybe. And then spiders over here. So there's like a big spider down here. It's the rare spawn. And it hits like a truck. It's probably not up. I would be very surprised. But it is very strong for the level. So it's probably smoked a few people. Or is it a bat? I can't really remember. I think it's a spider. We'll find out soon enough though. Can you get this fucking thing off me, please? Yeah, there's the rare spawn. So I'm gonna try and kill it. I don't think we'll be able to. Alright, we've got like, now's all we've really got. Yeah, man, does so much damage. Oh no. No, don't resist, don't resist. Holy shit. hit me like a fucking truck. Dude, I want to go to the combat log. Hit you for 111. That's like almost half my health in one crushing blow. That's why I almost died. Like, we almost lost the hardcore character right then. That's how quickly the tables can turn in hardcore. That thing is fucking brutal. Hours, so we don't have to worry about it for another 2 hours. Maybe if we had have like used shadow bolts instead of wand, we probably could have saved the saved my voidy. I still can't believe we almost just lost our character then. To that bloody... See, this drop doesn't feel like 50%. Nice. Alright, let's leave this place. I don't like being this close to Scarlet Monastery anyway. And like, we're pretty much done here as well. G'day Kimmy, how's it going today, mate? Oh, inventory's bloody full.
quick about your business. Our time will come.
I might keep those spider legs. Sell that as well.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanas.
Hello, what's going on, mate? How are we? Level 14. That's a sick looking knife. Yeah, I think I pissed off the group I was running. What did you do? Or what happened, rather? May not even be your fault, dude. Like, they might have, some of them just might have been in a bad mood today or something like that. Okay, I don't think we... Yeah, no, we're not gonna use that. I'm gonna course thread.
I am pursued. Watch your back.
I'm glad that course thread is so so cheap. Corruption, drain life, curse of recklessness. Sick. Now that's what I'm talking about. We finally got into the good stuff. Hello. Well, we were running BM and we wiped on the last boss like 3 times, and on the last run back, they decided to take a different route to the last boss without me noticing or them telling me. What the hell? And then what happened? Silent. How's Octo's pop was contemplating starting again after COA not being the vibe and Lord of the Rings Online getting real slow. Okay, so this is the hardcore realm and it's pretty quiet, but it's a really tight-knit community. 258 online right now, close to 500 max at peak. PVE has about 2.5k peak, and PvP has about 500 peak as well. Pella, so I went the way we went the last 3 times and I aggroed a bunch of ads, got dismounted and was killed. I just, alright, fuck this, and abruptly left. I think if you've run dungeons with them many, many times, bro, I think like they'll understand somebody crashing out a little bit on, like I would, you know, that would fucking annoy anyone, you know what I mean? So if they even have a modicum of like sympathy, they'll understand. Are they the ones, are they your guildies? Just being the... If I were you, bro, I would just like talk in the guild chat. Just when they're all online, I would literally just jump in guild chat one day and say, hey, sorry about the other day, guys. I died a couple of times and I crashed out. It's on me. Hope you guys had a successful run or something like that. That's how I'd approach it, because we've all been there, bro. We have all been there and crashed out. Like, I'll do something similar in hardcore, you know what I'm saying? Silent, thanks for the info. It's like 6 AM for EU right now, so pop will be low. Yeah. I prefer I don't really play on PVE anymore either, just simply because of how populated it is. And a lot of... Once they sent that cease and desist to the Epoch devs, and we had a lot of the Epoch players flood in here, the world chats and the player base just hasn't been the same, unfortunately. I don't even know if I need to like do these quests anymore. They're such low level. I'm probably better off just going down to Silverpine. Z-Back, I'm making my guild Discord for the Crusade now. No worries, mate. Let us know. Follow Medusa? Yes, I do. I'm a big fan of Gorgoroth, brother. Look, Philo Medusa aren't my favorite Gorgoroth band. I was always more of a fan of like Acid Feast and Pathologist, Glob, Fentanyl Surprise. Fuck, what else do I like? Gingivitis. Gingivitis are sick. Some of those dudes play World of Warcraft private servers. They've popped in like late last year. I had one, I can't remember what band I was listening to, but one of them popped into one of my chats and they were saying how they were on one of the EPs that I was listening to, because I was listening to various albums and EPs over on the Gore Grinder YouTube channel. I thought that was really fucking cool. Whoops, I've gone the complete wrong fucking way. I don't think it was Fentanyl Surprise, it was, not Glob. MX? Might have been MX, maybe? Anyways, it was just one of the blokes from one of the Gore Grind bands that I was listening to at the time. I never listened to stuff like that, but somehow ended up in my YouTube algorithm and noticed you're listening to some metal. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm listening to the black metal right now. Gorgoroth, like, people like, the funny thing, I'm actually in a Gorgoroth band. We're called Body Farm. Anyways, but the funny thing about Gorgoroth is that people listen to it and just think it's metal, and that's like fair enough because it definitely has like a metal sound, but a lot of the Gorgoroth bands are actually rooted in like punk. I'm honestly more of a jazz funk kind of guy. Opeth, Animals as Leaders, and Sabbath. I can respect that. I love it when Opeth went prog. I was a big fan of Bitches Brew in high school. I was in jazz band. I love me some Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Chet Baker, Bill Evans Trio. I love Bill Evans Trio. We did like a swing version of, I remember being in, because I played bass, we did a swing version of My Funny Valentine. Oh man, my mum has the tape somewhere. No, you're not ignorant at all, bro. It's just like nerdy, like genre shit. It's not, it's only a thing for idiots like myself that like are obsessed with categorizing dumb genres of music. Like, we're the ignorant ones, bro, not you. Bill Evans the GOAT. That posture lets you know he was feeling that shit. I know, man. Bill Evans is the fucking man. Man, you never hear about jazz. Like, I barely hear about punk and metal on stream, but like jazz, I never hear about. But no, I loved Miles Davis's fusion shit that he did. Did you ever get into Bad Bad Not Good? I saw him live in like 2012 when they came to Australia. Tickets were only like 35 bucks. And now if you want to go see Bad Bad Not Good when they come over here, the tickets are like 120. So where is this respawn? Pretty big in the US. New York and Philly has a huge jazz scene. I know New York does. I'm pretty sure LA has a massive jazz scene as well. I'm not American though, so I can't say for certain if it is the way it was back when I was actually in jazz band in school. But the jazz band when I was at high school, it was like the year after I was in jazz band. Like, so once my year graduated or whatever, they went over to LA and they did a show over there. Because our music teacher Jerry, he had connections in the US and stuff like that. Nothing major though. Like, I'm not saying it was a big deal or whatever, but I probably wouldn't have done it anyway. Because I was in a punk band at the time called the Junkies, and we toured locally, so I would have chosen that over the jazz band any day. Bro, where did you go? Before Bandcamp, back when MySpace was a thing. Yeah, New Orleans, Louisiana still has that ragtime gypsy scene. I've always wanted to go to New Orleans, man. I would love to check out New Orleans. There's so many, fuck man, there's so many cool places in fucking the US that I want to check out. Are you American? I've actually never got into Bad Bad Not Good, but I do recognize the group. Seems like a fun show. Yeah, they put on a hell of a show. They played for like 3.5 hours. Like $30 for a 3.5 hour show is insane value.
I am forsaken. Beware, our enemies abound.
I suspect Fusion and what have you will make a comeback again. Just a feeling I've got. From New Jersey, so I've spent a lot of time in both Philadelphia and New York. Okay. Lucky. How do you deal with how populated it is? Because, I mean, when I think of Melbourne, like, Melbourne is bad enough. Like, Melbourne is insanely populated. Can't imagine what fucking New York or LA would be like, man. I can't deal with Melbourne's population, let alone somewhere even more populated than that. Cheers for the follow, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah. Look, traveling around the city isn't so bad, and, like, it's crazy to admit this, but public transport is the go if you're in the city. Like, not too bad if you're using a motorbike or, like, a scooter, but I would probably do what I could to avoid it. Since I live outside the cities, it's pretty chill, suburban or farmland stuff, but I'm very close to the cities. Yeah, I live on a coastal town by the ocean. It's ridiculously chill. Like, I was walking around the by the ocean last night, and didn't encounter a single soul. When I tell you this place is dead, I'm saying, like, it is dead. Like, less than 1,000 people dead. But it's all relative, you know, to what somebody is used to. Public transport is bad over here. Got crackheads and heroin addicts galore on those buses and trains. Some funny interactions though. Yep. I mean, Melbourne's the same way. I think, like, honestly, most cities in the Western world are like that to some extent nowadays, I'd say. Between meth and fentanyl and all of that, you can't really escape it anymore. Alright, so I'm going to set my hearthstone down here. I think, like, Australia culture and the US are pretty damn close. Yeah, especially nowadays. So I was speaking about this to my grandmother maybe a week ago, maybe a little more recently than that. And the thing about it is, when she was growing up, the Australian culture was still quite British. It was still very British. But now with our generation, like my generation, like our generation basically, it's taken on a much more American sort of influence. I've watched Big Les show. What are you talking about? What are you talking to me? I've got Sassy. I got Sass made on my my stream deck. What are you talking to me? G'day Z, how's it going, mate? I'm gonna wait till I get like 100. How's Assassin's Creed going, Z? I did see that. Are you gonna play it? How's that going? I mean, who doesn't like grilling and shooting guns on your own land? I mean, I wish Aussies could do that. You can't really do that here anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, we're missing out on those AC streams. I mean, if you're gonna like start up AC stream, like an AC stream after you finish playing Ark, let me know, because if I'm still live, I can always raid out to you. I'm either gonna raid out to you or Kimmy if she's still live, or Sage. I haven't played it, but it doesn't look bad. I know that much. I watched a video on it on Facebook a couple of days ago, and I think the character was Clarence, and he was just really like, he was saying the same things over and over again. So I was hoping that they added more voice lines in, because it would get really repetitive. What do you mean you can't shoot on your own land anymore? I see it on YouTube all the time. Or it probably depends on the state, yeah? No worries, Z. Thank you. Like in the south? Surely you could do that in the south. Yeah, those guys are out in Texas or the desert most likely. I would probably, I don't know, kind of like romanticize that shit in my head. Like just having the freedom to just be able to own a fucking gun. Like here in Australia, the licensure to own a firearm is extreme, and then on top of that, you're not allowed to have it out. You've got to keep it in a vault. You've got to keep in a safe, and you've got to keep the gun and the ammunition in separate safes. I know the writer of the show just gave approval for the game and did some voice acting work for it, but I don't know if he put too much effort in. Hopefully they have him on call. They just get him to do as much voice work as they possibly can.
What now?
I guess at the end of the day, it just depends whether or not you want to own a gun, I suppose. If you want to, like, you know, you guys have a constitutional right to bear arms. We don't have that over here in Australia. We don't even have the constitutional right to speak freely here. Do I want to? Yeah, I'll go back up. I'd be chill with shitty quality voiceovers. Would remind me of the quality of that first season he made. I know, even like the animation in that. Dude, I remember when Flash animation was the fucking pinnacle of, like, when I was a kid, I wanted to like I uploaded like violent stick figure movies to fucking Newgrounds, like teaching yourself Flash and all of that, just to like make silly little videos that'd get like 400 views or 40 views or whatever, and you'd feel like you were like the fucking man. The good old days of the internet, back when it felt like adventurous. You don't have that anymore. Oh, instant corruption now. Let's go. I miss that era of the internet so much. Even early YouTube days. Oh god. We do not want to have anything to do with the son of Arugal. I do hope that the internet becomes a little more free like it was back then though. Like, ooh. So we play the 1.12 client. Amen, brother. Amen. How long did you play COA for? I have been meaning to try it out. It looks fantastic. Well, the jank makes it feel like it used to feel. Like it was, this shit was always meant to be janky, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm surprised they made that jump. $25, 30 hours, got like 3/4 through Pale Reach. I was like, this isn't classic WoW at all. Nah, a couple of my community members here have said that it feels more like retail WoW than classic WoW. So that's why I'm a bit hesitant to try it out. Like, I still want to try it out simply because I prefer to have like a broader experience with the private server community. But retail is not my preferred style of WoW. Plus it's weird because it's like, what, 40 gigabytes? Having like a variant of classic WoW that's 40 gigabytes seems obscene to me. Okay, let's try and kill Nightlash. We should be okay. Definitely good to try out. I don't think a server like that will last long. It's just a dopamine rush, hyped by good YouTube trailers and flashy things. Wait, Z, it has that. What do you have any idea what assets from the War Within it has? Or it utilizes? I had no idea about that. Yeah, regardless though, I still think it looks fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's fun and I can see why it's so popular right now. We may actually end up getting a level before I end stream. Skittering Blood. We'll go over there as well. Gypsy Bands. I'm gonna sell that. Zebek, first month only. Your first character gets this chest on the realm, including pics of a transmonk set of your choice below. Peep link for X-monk sets. It won't let me look at it unless I log in. I don't have an account. I'll have to create an account after stream. Cheers for the link. You're the fucking best, Z. Thank you. Appreciate the effort. Have you played much Octo yet? Like, have you been on Octo at all today? Silent, that chest filled my bank and broke my mailbox when I opened it. That's classic WoW jank though, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come to expect it. So we're gonna health funnel all my Voidy's health back, and then we'll drain life. There's probably no point. Octo is just as janky. Did you ever play Total WoW Silent? Because you'll probably have a decent idea of how janky this is then. Because take the jankiness of Total WoW but turn it up like 5 times, and then you've got a good idea of how janky this is. Yeah, then you'll have a good idea of how janky this is. I must admit though, they have improved it considerably since release. Well, since first release, that is. No, I agree. Total WoW was fantastic. Total WoW gave me that sort of feeling that the original vanilla WoW and Burning Crusade and Wrath gave me. It gave me that same sort of sense of wonder and need to explore the new areas and whatnot. It's always good when like there's a World of Warcraft experience that actually offers that. Yeah, imagine live GM support. Imagine fucking that. Yeah, they've got the radio right there. I just don't listen to it because I listen to my own music. I was actually going to apply to be a DJ, seeing if they would let me do it like a couple hours at some time so I could run my own station. I thought that was a good idea because I'd really like to do that. The old OctoWoW DJ follows me on Twitch. He rated out to me a couple of times. I always found the advertisements, they would advertise in-game products or whatever on the radio. I always thought that was really endearing. Like I can remember there being like a high elf hair cream or something like that. It was so goofy, but it was very endearing. Okay, we are done. I think I'm probably better off going down there right now as well. I mean, I may as well. I'll get rid of... I might keep that. I might get rid of that. I know. Imagine putting in a fucking crypto. Shellcoin buy price right now is 60 copper. No, sorry, 80 copper. I don't see Blizzard doing anything half as cool as this with their Classic Plus. I really doubt they'll put the effort into it. They're gonna go for the minimum possible effort. Minimum effort, maximum profit. That's their mindset. I love Blizzard having that mindset because it really lets the player base, like their dedicated player base, know that they don't respect them. Minimum effort content for maximum profit. Doesn't really matter so long as we maintain our shareholder opinion. I mean, you may as well, bro. It's free to play, and sign-ups are completely open right now as well. Gotta get rid of something. Rabbit's foot, get rid of that. I mean, at this point, what do you have to lose? Except your time, I suppose. But yeah, if you're looking for a really populated player base, go over to PVE. They've got a very, very healthy population right now, although I don't think the community is particularly great over there. PvP has a much more insular community, but they're all passionate and dedicated. Depends if you roll Horde or Alliance, but there is a undead priest that fucks people up in Elwynn Forest, but you get that with PvP. And then Hardcore obviously has a very respectable community, even though it's also pretty insular. It's just a matter of like what sort of what sort of player base you're wanting to play with. Oh, we're starting to get some greens. Oh my god, get away from me. This is what you want to avoid. Right there is what you want to avoid. Having this guy roam around is fucking horrific. Like, he will end your hardcore run. And like, we're trying to go get these spiders, but if you go anywhere near him, you'll aggro him. And your run will be fucking toast. No, no, no. Get over here. I don't want to deal with you. I really don't want to deal with this guy. I'm waiting for him to head away. Whatever you can do to avoid the suns, please do it. Like, in a normal realm or a PvP realm, it's not a big deal. But if you're running a hardcore character, it's a problem. You know, come to think of it, I don't even remember that guy being there. See what I mean though? The community here is fantastic. about to hit 15. Nice. Are you leveling Affliction? I actually played a Fire Desperate Lock on Turtle for a while. Leveling up and it was super fun. Yeah, I'm leveling Affliction. I did consider going Demonology just for the pet bonuses, and the tree is so different from what it is over on Vanilla. Now, Octo's currently caught up to where OctoWoW was, patch 1.18. Increases the effectiveness of your drain soul, drain life, and drain mana. Kind of want to go into improved drains, and then that gives me 3 points to spend, which I'll probably put in suppression. They didn't really, from memory, destruction is relatively unchanged from what it is in retail. I mean, regular classic. Not a significant deal of difference. I'm zooming out. I don't want to deal with the sun. Where the hell is he? No, don't go towards him. I don't actually want to target him. See, I wish you could target like you can in other like official servers. You can actually target when you're not in a group, but over here you've got to be in a group to target. It actually sucks. That's one of the very few things I would change about the server. See, I was gonna half, and then walk all the way over to get a white scalp, but it would be easier for me to just get a white scalp and then half. Alright, now we half. Oh, thank you. That is going to come in clutch. New boots. Sweet. Alrighty folks, I'm going to end the stream there. I appreciate everyone that stopped by and hung out. It's been a great deal of fun. Hope to catch you all the next time I stream. Probably, I don't know, I might stream tomorrow, I'm not too sure. But yeah, stick around because I'm going to raid out to Sage. Hope everyone has a beautiful day. Catch us later. Peace.